Hello everyone, Anime Guru here with another installment of Amazing Anime Reviews. Up for this installment we have, there it goes, Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere, Season 1 on Blu-ray. Horizon begins in a future that is not all that pretty. Humans are able to enter space, but constant fighting causes us to return, only to find that Earth is nearly destroyed. Japan is the only country that is still hospitable, and it gets divided into what are known as harmonic divine states in this show. Each of these states is controlled by a different country. At this point, humanity uses the Testament, which is sort of a history book for human civilization, and the purpose of using this book is to return humanity to its former glory by reenacting events in history. The Far East state, which is originally Japan, they're pushed all the way to the east, obviously has less than ideal conditions because they have lost their own country, and a large portion of Japanese refugees flee to a flying city ship known as Musashi. And this is where our story begins. Now, I actually had to look that up to really understand what was going on. Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere is based on a light novel series, and there's a lot of details in this series. Apparently, in the first 3 volumes, there's enough material for a normal 19 to 20 volumes in a normal light novel series. So there's a lot of information, and then 1,300 pages is used for just the first season. So that's 100 pages of material per episode. So there's a lot of things going on. The first 3 episodes were very confusing. I really did not understand what was going on, and I almost dropped the series. But I stuck it out to find that the rest of the series was amazing. They had great action sequences. The action was just spectacular. I loved the action. And you start to understand what's going on a little bit later as long as you keep watching the show. The animation for Horizon is better than average. There are CG scenes as well as normal animation scenes, and I did enjoy the animation, especially the fighting sequences. Like I said before, they were magnificent and wonderful to watch. The soundtrack for Horizon, many have said it's one of the best for 2012. I enjoyed the soundtrack. I'm not really a huge fan of Japanese songs. However, I did enjoy the song that was sung by Horizon, and sung in nearly every episode, for the most part. Almost every single episode has her singing this same song, and I did enjoy listening to that song. Also, the soundtrack for the action sequences are intense and add to the atmosphere of the whole show. Besides the plot of Horizon, another weakness is its characters. Within the first 3 minutes, you were introduced to about 15 characters, and you get introduced to even more after that point. Within the first episode, there's at least 20-25 characters you're introduced to, and it's hard to tell the difference between who's the main character and who isn't the main character, or just supporting. Also, the names are kind of confusing to remember, and if a reference is made to a character, it's hard to know what character they're speaking of. Also, some of the character designs are similar. I myself got confused between Futeo Honda and Masazumi Honda. Sorry, I got confused at one point between those 2 characters, and it wasn't until they were both on screen at the same time that I was like, oh, okay, well, that's who they're talking. That's who the character was supposed to be. However, I know the 2 main characters for this show are Tori Aoi. He is the head of Musashi's Arya Dust Academy's Supreme Federation, and he's the president of the student council. He's a goofball and a pervert. In the first episode, he actually skips class to wait in line for a Arago game that had been released that day, and he enjoys to fondle female breasts for no reason, just walking up to them and grab their breasts. And it might sound like he's annoying, but it's actually quite funny. It's done in a way to be humorous, and he's a likable character. Our other main character is Horizon Arya Dust, who is a cybernetic doll who resembles a girl who was killed as a child by the same name. Tori loves her, in love with her, and actually in the first episode he says he's going to confess his feelings to her. She doesn't show any kind of emotion, but she is a kind person. I know those are two main characters. However, the rest of the characters, who's supporting and who's not, I really don't know. There's so many of them, they're hard to keep track of. The voice acting for the show is average. The dub was made by Sentai Filmworks, who I'm not a huge fan of, so I could be a little biased. The reason why I'm not a huge fan of them is because I just feel like they don't put enough realistic emotions into their dubs. Their voice actors just seem like to be always portray their characters as childish. The females always sound like little girls. And another thing that I don't enjoy is sometimes if you pay attention to Sentai dubs, you'll notice that the lips don't always match up to what's being spoken, and I don't really. I feel like if you're spending the money over a dub, you should be able to at least match the lips up with what's being said. But other than that, I mean, taking away it being Sentai Filmworks dub, it's not horrible, but it's not the best. So now we get to the actual Blu-ray release. I got the set right here. It's Blu-ray, obviously. There's the front. It's from Sentai. Here's the back. As in all Sentai titles I've ever bought, you don't really get any material with it. The inside is just plain white. And you got 2 discs for the Blu-rays. To wrap this up, Horizon in the Middle of Nowhere is a decent action anime. However, it has a convoluted plot in the first 3 episodes, as well as a large cast of characters that can be confusing. If you can make it through the first 3 episodes, you'll be left with an enjoyable anime that has beautiful action sequences. I give this anime a 7 out of 10. Well, everyone, that's it for this amazing anime review. As always, please subscribe, like, and comment at the bottom of the video. And if you need any animes reviewed for you, please don't hesitate to ask. And until next time, see you later.